So let me move on to the next one, which is we'll give you an instruction on how you set up an AgenticFlow MCP in Ishi, and it should be similar to the platform as well. Okay, so the first thing that you need to aware of is we have an MCP. So you go into our documentation, which is docs.agenticflow.ai. You search for MCP and click on the first link. It will show you like what is MCP is about and what do we have and why you need to use, and click on this page connecting to MCP server. So this is the detail page that we instruct you like how to connect through ChatGPT, how to connect to Claude.ai, and also other tools, for example, like the other MCP server client, not only the official tool. So for example, like you can have in here, you just need to know that this is the URL that you need to ensure. So you can copy this URL and then you go into your choice of the development. And what you can do is, for example, let me switch to Ishi so that you can see what it look like. Okay, so you go in here and you go into MCP server, and as you can see in here, I have a few AgenticFlow MCP and so on this one. Let me first going to remove this MCP server. Oh wait, maybe I will just showing you how to use that first. Okay, let me search. So this MCP server I already connected. So I just say, hi, can you fetch my list of 5 agents in AgenticFlow? As you can see in here, so this MCP already connected. So Ishi will have the ability to list my agent, and it will also see like I have a few agents like test, transcribe to YouTube description, and also like the visibility and so on. So I can interacting with AgenticFlow via this MCP server if I connect it correctly. And also I would like to introduce you like the voice feature that we also introduced as well. So if you click on here, hey, can you help to fetch my last 5 workflow and tell me what is this? So this voice recording is using an AI model that work on your computer. So there is no data transformed to the cloud, and you can use that. Okay. So this is what I have. So okay, I asked the Ishi and it give me like some of the workflow, image generator, invoice, OCR, and test file system, and so on. So that is how you can talk to Ishi and also get some lists. But I think we need to do something interesting, right? So for example, like we can voice with Ishi and also let it to create a workflow for us, right? So I'm going to just connect to this one and say, hi, can you help me to create a workflow that do image generation? Please use AgenticFlow built-in image generation action because it's free and it's good. And yeah, give me a link to that workflow after done as well. And I just enter. So firstly, the AgenticFlow going to search the node type. It has some, okay. This is something that is search. Okay, can you use your AgenticFlow native image generation? Yes, of course. So I will show you after that. So Ishi is able to create a workflow for you. Okay, it has this workflow already. So can you use it, please? Oh wait, why do I need to type, right? Okay. Can you just execute that workflow? Maybe generating an image of a robot that like surfing on the beach. Okay. Oh, there's something wrong happen. Okay. Can you generate an image of cat? My English is not my native. Okay. Okay. So Ishi is going to be able to execute the workflow, and then after that, it will get workflow run to get the result. It's still running. Okay. And it's queuing. Okay. Okay. It was missing the aspect ratio. Okay. So it will also update the workflow. So it notices that. So after the workflow trigger, it is having some problem, and then it will know that it needs to do some fix in order to solve that. And after it's fixed, it's going to trigger again. It has the image generation. Can you render it in? So there's an image that it has been created. But maybe let me show you by going directly to AgenticFlow. Okay. So the UI that we have in here is Ishi, but actually you can just open AgenticFlow beside my channel. And it's not this screen, it's going to be this screen. Okay. I'm going to go here. I'm going to my workflow. I should be able, you can see in here. So there's an AI image generator that just have been created, just now. And then I should click on this one. And I also looking into history. I saw that Ishi was triggered on behalf of me. And then it will be able to create, an image for me. It was sending like generate an email cat. So, and this is cat picture that we have. So as you can see, like, that is how Ishi will learn how to use AgenticFlow for you. So it can generate a workflow it can test the workflow. It can see the error because this was some missing. So let me come back into the Ishi, and we will review the process so that you can really have a look on how you work with it. So let's come from beginning. Fetching, okay, this fetching. So click in here. So it will hiding some step. If you would like to read that, you need to open the step. But basically, it will do some step in here. It will search the node first to understand what is image generation, and then it will search the least node time. So it, instead of like you learn how many nodes that we have, it's just like in NAN, then Ishi will know that for you, and then it will start to create a workflow. And firstly, it will be quite confident, and it's going to create a workflow for you. But after that, I'm going to ask it to instead using my native workflow and so on. So after it's going to finish, and I'm asking it to generate an image of cat in this area, and then let me go in here, and it starts to do something interesting, that is execute that workflow. Okay, and then it will run, it will get detail, and also it's finding some problem because our AI, our engine, is going to tell Ishi that, hey, your workflow failed because image generation require an additional parameter named aspect ratio. And because you don't have that in your workflow, then eventually you will be failed. And it's going to get the detail to read, understand. It will add the aspect ratio because it's going to have the update workflow. So it will correction. It will do some correction. And then after this one, it's going to execute the workflow again, sending a cat picture. Okay. And it's going to have me some problem. And also, even it's solving the connection problem as well. So for example, in here, I'm using a premium action, which is PixelML. And it was saying that it will fail because the connection problem. So it's going to fetch my workspace or project to get the PixelML connection, update the workflow with that connection, execute again, and then fetching the result. And as you can see, Ishi will give you the workflow that executable, runnable, and also even testable. And that is how you can handle on the workflow. And this is very simple workflow, but technically you can do much more than that because you have the access to here. And for example, like you can even plus add, and you can mention all of the, for example, a folder like in here, and you can mention a chain log file. You can mention something. You give more information to Ishi so that he knows like what do he needs to use in order to produce a new workflow or agent for you. Okay, so